I need to start this video with a disclaimer. I am not Asian in any way. I am a Caucasian American. Therefore, I will have no personal experience with this racism, but it is not talked about enough and I have a voice, so I am going to use it. In New York City, an 89-year-old Asian American woman was set on fire after stepping out of her home to go look at her garden by two strangers she did not know. She was 89. In a Texas supermarket, Jose Gomez approached a family of four and stabbed three of them, including a 2-year-old and a 6-year-old. You want to know why he did it? Because he thought the family was Chinese and infecting people with the coronavirus. 2 people had to get him off of them and detain him before he was arrested and charged with 3 counts of attempted murder. An Ohio judge, John P. O'Donnell, used the term China virus 3 times in a column in a newsletter. Donald Trump has used the term Chinese virus and Kung flu on multiple occasions. A reporter asked him why he used these racist terms, and his reasoning was, because it comes from China, and I just want to be accurate. If you don't see anything wrong with that, then you have a problem and need to be educated. A study found that anti-Asian hate crimes in 16 major U.S. cities spiked 149% last year, jumping from 49 reported incidents in 2019 to 122 reported incidents as the pandemic hit. Why is no one with a platform talking about this? On TikTok, Asian creators and small creators have been busting their asses trying to get this boosted and talked about more, but it's simply ignored, because didn't you hear that Dixie D'Amelio spat out her private chef's food? Many times have small creators on TikTok tried to talk about this, only for it to get taken down or for them to get shadow banned. I honestly have no clue why TikTok is doing this. And as someone who listens to K-pop and watches anime, some of you guys are disgusting. One minute you will be jamming out to Boy With Love, but when you hear about a woman who was spat on and called racist slurs, you turn a blind eye. You can watch anime, K-dramas, listen to J-pop, and say you love Asian cultures, but if you ignore this, then you're no better than the people who commit these crimes. And Asian fetishizers are a completely different story. Changing your ethnicity because you like the way they look is nasty. Because you like the way they look, but you also don't fucking care about their feelings or voices. Remember when everyone was doing the fox eye trend and Asians told you guys to stop, and you simply said it was a makeup look, and that they were being sensitive?
Thank you. I thought my content had reached the wrong side of TikTok. And since people only want to talk about the double eyelid surgery when the fox eye surgery is brought up, let me explain to you why the double eyelid surgery exists. During the 1950s, when more American soldiers would bring home Asian women, they were facing more physical assault as well. People were targeting these Asian women because of their eye shape. And to avoid getting beaten up and having people demonize Asians just because of their eye shape, they created the double eyelid surgery. While the fox eye surgery was clearly assimilating an Asian feature, and I already made a response to that. But really, this is just surface level anti-Asian racism, and since you as a non-Asian person want to tell me, an Asian person, what to be offended and what not to be offended by, I'm going to tell you some actual racism so you'll listen to me about Asian issues. There have been rising hate crimes towards elderly Asian people to the point where the White House had to speak up about it. So if you think you know more about Asian issues and you want to tell me to stop overreacting, then you should be advocating for us as well.
Most Asian Americans who went to school in the early 2000s and even now have PTSD from that gesture. School kids would bully and harass them using that gesture. It's a very sensitive topic for many Asian Americans, but now that it's in style to do a makeup look that happens to be that gesture, people have swept it under the rug. Here's a link on a video about it by one of my favorite creators, Michelle. She talks about this issue and many other things. I recommend this video and this channel to literally everyone. If you will only date an Asian man, woman, non-binary, I don't care. That's not okay. I don't think people understand how normalized fetishizing Asians has become. Ever since K-pop has become this big thing in America, I think that people have put Asians on this weird fetish-like pedestal. And I think you guys should stop. The worst part is that some Asians are feeding into it, and it's not their fault by a long run. It's just really sad. It's sad that the only self-worth they get is from these fetishizers. I have seen many TikToks of Asian guys making videos saying things that just fuel Koreaboos and Asian fetishizers in general. If you've been on TikTok, you'll know what I'm talking about.
pictures is my sons, but who's the daddy? I graduate with honors. I ball NATO Connor. I did a freestyle, then I got a shout out from Obama. Yes, yes, I am ill. I going for the kill.
Smear coochie.
Oh, hell no. I hate men.
What up, baby?
Oh, God.
I don't care who you are. I don't care if you're James Charles or some random teenager who found this video on YouTube. These issues cannot be ignored anymore. Because so many humans, that's what they are, humans, are living in fear of stepping out of their home. Not only are black people in danger just from stepping out of their homes, but so are Asians as well. And sure, some black creators had a small voice for about 5 months because the Black Lives Movement matter was in trending, but now that people have stopped caring about it, what do they do now? Asian creators haven't had a voice because people don't care and it's not in trend. Can you see a pattern? I'm sure if Kim Namjoon spoke up about it, everyone would be talking about it, saying how awful it is and how amazing he is for talking about it. But why the fuck is that what it takes to talk about something so important as this? If you have a voice, use it. If you don't have a voice, find it. And if you don't care, you can suck my dick.